Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got something I want to share with you today. I think it's pretty damn cool. I'm actually a little bit hesitant to share this because I feel like it's kind of like a hack. Like I feel like you're going to get something that I had to work for. But I shouldn't feel that way, but I do because I do so much reading and I read so many books, and I feel like if you can get the benefit of all the reading that I've done without having to do the reading, well, that's just wrong. But you know what? I got to share it with you because it is pretty cool. So I don't know if I've told you guys on this channel, but I've got a buddy of mine. I think he's been on here before. We did an interview on the War of Art. We talked about that book, but his name is Manny, and he has a company called 2000 Books, which is a really cool concept. I'll talk about that maybe in another video. But basically, he does book summaries, and I do like book reviews on this channel. It's totally different. Like his summaries are basically condensing the knowledge from these books into a very, you can think of it as sort of like Cliff Notes, or what's that other one that they have, the I can't remember what the other one, Blink or something like that. But anyway, he does it in a really good way because he combines knowledge from other books. He's read so many books, like me, he's an avid reader, and he's got that Bulldog mindset. And that's what's kind of key. That's why I want to share this with you, and why I think this is really cool. And I'm actually going to be promoting his product. It's actually on sale right now. There's some links below you can click, by the way, or you can click the little eye up here to get a card to get the sale. The deal is only going to be available for a very short time, just like really 2 days, and then it's going to be gone. It's like a ridiculous price. But let me tell you a little bit about Manny first. So what this is what impressed me about Manny, okay, is he wanted to meet with me, and just like everyone that wants to do like a business meeting or something with me, or meet up, I say get your running shoes, right? And so I set up a meeting, and I was going to go for my run. I do a 10-mile run, and he grabs his shoes. He meets me out there. He's there on time. He's ready to run, and we go and we're run for 10 miles, right? And we're talking, about his business and my business and stuff like that. And I was pretty impressed that he actually that he actually showed up and he actually ran 10 miles. But then I asked him afterwards. I'm like, so dude, tell me, how often do you run? And he's like, well, every once in a while. And I was like, well, how far do you run? And he's like, a few miles here or there. And I was like, well, when was the last time you ran 10 miles? And he was basically like, yeah, never. I think that's the most I've run. So it's kind of fun because at that time, I was running 40 miles a week. Like 10 miles is not just like a jog in the park. It's a long run, and I was running at a decent clip. And so, he must have been killing himself, like trying to keep up and trying to go. But he just showed up and did it. And so that like, to me, I was like, man, this guy's got that mindset, the Bulldog mindset. So so we actually became friends after that. Pretty much like because of that. I'm very careful with who I let in my life. So I just want to give you that background, like just to know like who Manny is. Like he's the kind of guy that like that has that mindset. That is, I call him a fucking Bulldog mindset type of person. And so if you like a lot of the content that I produce on this channel, if you like this kind of mindset, of productivity and, improving yourself and all of those things, that's what Manny does and focuses on. But now he does it through his business, through basically reading a ton of books and then summarizing those books, extracting the wisdom out of them and giving them to people. So I want to show you what we've got going on here. So I'll tell you, let me give you a little bit of a setup here of what this exactly is. So I'm going to show you this thing. It's really cool that he's got. It's called 2x productivity. And like I said, I worked out a special deal with him. Normally he sells it for, I think it's like $70 or $80. And what we did was, we got to, I basically said, okay, look, I got to give a good offer, a good, promotion if I'm going to sell this. And so I got Manny to discount it all the way down to $30. So, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it because I want to make it like such a good deal that you can't possibly refuse this because it's so good. So I want to show you what this is. This is summaries on some of the best books. I was so excited when I saw this because it's so fucking cool. All right. So I'm just taking you to the sales page here, but it's 2x productivity. And I've looked at this myself. I've gone through it. It's really awesome stuff, right? So if you're interested in being more productive, right? And this is what I was talking about before, is like this is a condensation of like 50 of the best books on productivity, and we'll take a look at them. It's pretty awesome in a much shorter time period. Like I think it's 10 hours of video content, I believe here. So it's a lot of, you're getting a lot of stuff for the price here, but it's also like it's also so condensed, right? Because it's the content from 50 books. So, if you're interested in productivity, this is definitely going to be something that you're interested in. So I'm pretty excited. So, okay, so he's got some samples here, which you can check out on the sales page. And again, like I said, the link is below. Make sure you click the link so you can get the sale, the discount through Simple Programmer, which is only going to be going on for the next 2 days. I was actually not supposed to say the price in this video, but I decided to do it anyway because it's only going to be really good for 2 days for doing this. So, okay, so we've got a bunch of books here. So productivity and time management. And by the way, if you watch the video afterwards and you have to get it at full price, still totally worth it. I'm also including a bonus with this, right? I'm also going to give you my top 7 productivity tips that I'm going to include. I'm throwing this in totally free. So you're going to get an additional thing as well. But I want to show you this because this is really cool. All right, so productivity and time management. And these books are so fucking good, right? He picked some really good books here. I have not actually read Time Warrior. I've read The Effective Executive. I've read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Haven't read this one. I haven't read this one or this one. I've read Essentialism, really good. Getting Things Done, really good. Deep Work, really, really good. Eat That Frog, man, one of the best books again on procrastination. The One Thing, I've read that book, read it several times. These are really good books, right? There's a few in here that I haven't read, but I've read majority of these on productivity and time management. And like, if you can get the extraction of all the wisdom from these books in a short amount of time, well worth it. He's picked really good books here. Goal setting. I haven't read Brian Tracy's goals. I definitely read the 10X Rule. I haven't read Living Forward, but those are really good goal setting books. Strategy and Leverage. I've read Smart Cuts. That's got some good stuff in there. Haven't read this one. Have read the 4-Hour Workweek, of course, and the 80-20 Principle. This is a really golden book, right? You want to get the information from this book. Trusting the Process. Haven't read How to Build Self-Discipline. I haven't read this Mastery. I read the other Mastery. I read The Practicing Mind. That was really, really good. Haven't read Talented is Overrated. So I'd actually like to read some of these on the Trusting the Process, or maybe I'll just go through the summaries and see, but I might read some of them in depth as well. Execution Mindset. So I've read The Compound Effect. This is an excellent book. Turning Pro. I've read that one. The Slight Edge is on my list. Do the Work. I have read. Those are all really good books on execution mindset. Defeating Procrastination. The Now Habit. Haven't read. 5-Second Rule. I did is awesome. The How to Be an Imperfectionist. I haven't. That one I haven't read. The War of Art. One of my favorite books of all time. And I haven't read this one either. Okay. Execution. Let me see here. You know what? I don't know if I have read any of these ones. That's interesting. 12-week year I've heard a lot about, so I'll probably add that one. And then I have, of course, read The Power of Habit, and I have not actually read Miracle Morning, but Superhuman by Habit. I love this book. This is by Tynan. This is a really good book, actually. Not very many people know about this book. Really good habit forming book. Brain Performance. I've got Brain Rules right over here. I've read Mind Hacking by Sir John Hargrave. I actually did an interview with him on this channel. So look at this. I mean, this is crazy. Like, he's got all this stuff, 10 hours of video content. This is kind of ridiculous. And he's got a money back guarantee, of course, on that as well. So really, really a good deal here. And like I said, you can I read 50 books a year, more than that. I read like 60, some years 70 books. So you could read all these books, these 50 books, and get the information from these books. Or, if you don't have time for that, you can, this is where this comes in. So I'm pretty excited. I'm going to actually probably, do a few of these deals with Manny with these book summaries, because I think it's just an awesome way for you to absorb all this information without having to, because I know I recommend all these books and I tell you guys to read, but I realize that not everyone is going to be able to read 50 books a year. But so how can you get that knowledge? How can you get the wisdom from that? And, a lot of the stuff that comes out on this channel, by the way, if you like this channel, you like what I say and sort of my philosophy in life, it comes from reading these books, these types of books, and you can see how many of them that I've read on this. So I know I'm selling it pretty hard. I know, but it's because it's so fucking good and it's such a ridiculous price at $29. Plus, like I said, I'm throwing in that bonus. So go check it out. You know what I mean? Go to the sales page yourself. Go check it out. Go check out his samples. He's the guy to do book summaries, honestly, to learn from. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't totally believe in him, because I know the guy. Like he's got the fucking Bulldog mindset. He's a person that I trust. So you can trust him. And like if there's any problems, just get a refund. Like I'll tell you, straight up, you're gonna feel like you got way more than your money's worth. I can't even believe for the price. Like I said, plus I'm throwing in the bonus as well. So anyway, go check it out. This is really, really cool. I'm super excited to be promoting this one because this is a really cool partnership, and I want to do more of these as well. He's got one on mental toughness. He's got one on social skills. And I can basically, like, if you guys are interested, I can request him to put together packages of book summaries on different topics. But yeah, so all right, go check it out. Again, click the link, okay, in the card, or click the link in the description below. And remember, you've only got 2 days to do this to get it at the low price, and to get my bonus of the 7 productivity tips. I'm going to be throwing that in there as well, which is going to be pretty awesome if you're interested in the things that I use personally to be more productive. And some of it actually came from some of these books. In fact, Eat That Frog is a really good one there. So, all right, that's all I got for you today. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button below and click the bell so you don't miss any videos, especially when I do sales like this. You want to click that bell so that if I do a sale like this, I'm going to start doing more of these on the YouTube channel. Normally, I just do it via email. You don't miss it, because if you're not acting fast, like I said, this is only going to be available for 2 days, you'll miss the sale. All right, that's all I got. Talk to you next time. Take care.